Hi everyone, I'm Jay and this is Vroom Room. Welcome back to the channel. Part 2 on the BMW, and as we mentioned in the last video, it does need a clutch. The starter motor has arrived, and I've just been waiting for a day to dig into this. It is ridiculously early, but I've just had a massive hay fever attack. Can't sleep, so why not just get on with it? So big thank you to everyone who commented on this. This has been quite a popular video. Most of them have been very positive, um, liking the bike and some good advice on how I should move forward with it, and checking things such as the spline on the gearbox, which I'm going to do in a moment. I'm not going to, I haven't researched how to do this too much because, well, you learn by doing. And even though I might be taking some steps that aren't necessary, um, I just want to get a feel for it. So I'm going to dig into it as I can, and that's kind of it. So the only major problem, well, it's not major, but it is a problem, is that because I haven't got the key, getting the back seat off is going to be a little bit more of a struggle than I hoped, and I do need that off before I can move forward. So that's going to be the first job: remove the seat, and then we'll crack on and get it get it dismantled. Right, so I'm just going to see if the seat is going to be a bit of a problem or not. And I've only got a couple of hours on this because I've got my brother-in-law coming to help me just get the carcass up for that before the cladding goes on. So things are moving. Right, so the lock is at the back, and this is going to be a pain. Just looking at this now and how to attack it. Can't see no easy way to get the seat off, but these hold the seat in from the front, and I'm hoping with 2 Allen keys I might be able to undo the bolts and then get enough leverage up on it to just pull the latch at the back of it. So yeah, let's give that a go. Just to show things don't always go to plan. Taking them off, and even though, yeah, I've got a lot more movement there and I can see the latch, I can't actually get to it. So what I'm going to do is just put it on wide. I'm going to take off the bottom fairing, see if I can find a way to the catch that way. It's going to take longer to take the seat off than it is to take the clutch out. I wish. Well, let's just unscrew the rest. Well, that's taken absolute age, and I'm still no closer to getting it off. I've taken everything off around it, and I still can't get the seat off. And I don't even think the seat is essential to come off, but it's in my head now. The seat is in my head. And there's something under there as well in the bag, and I just want to know what it is. So it's, yeah, oh, that's infuriating. But I'm just going to work around it for now. Oh, I tried going from the underneath. It's a sealed unit. Tried going in from the top. It's a sealed unit. That's just mad. It's it's not over-engineered. It's well-engineered, and you really can see, bikes back in the day, just how well they were put together. Because I have taken out about probably 100 bolts and screws and stuff, and I'm still no closer. It's mad. Right, just leave the seat for now. Leave it. Get out of my head, seat. So what I have done and left it up to now is left the side panniers on, the side fairings on, but I'm going to take them off now and get the tank off. So it's all unbuttoned on this side, apart from the crash bar, which is one bolt. Once I take that one bolt out, I should be able to remove both sides and have a really good look and poke around in there. I did have one comment saying it looked like it had a lot of surface rust. Do you know what? I don't think these, I can see no evidence of these panels ever being taken off. So I'm just not sure if it is or whether it's just dirt and just years of grease. But we'll dig into it and have a look. I think I've got all of the bolts out now. I know this panel's been off before, so it shouldn't be too hard unless I put a bolt back in and I've forgotten about it, which could happen. No, that one's off. So I'm just going to put this in a safe place. And now the one that hasn't come off before on this side. So right, so I've just seen one of the brackets where the crash bar goes is interfering. Right, with that one bolt out that's taken 20 minutes to bloody do, it's try again. Oh, last. Wow, that was a lava. Right, with those panels off now, I can see a lot better. And let's have a look down this side. It's definitely many years of grime in here. This does give me a lot better access, a lot better sight actually of the of what needs to be done. Yeah, there's definitely a bit of rust up there, but it is surface rust, so we'll take care of that before we put it back together. The what I'm looking, see, that's the pivot point there, that bolt there. So it's yeah, it's getting to the point where we can lift all that up. So yeah, it's how much I can actually leave on without having to, I don't want to be taking stuff off that I don't need to. So with the petrol tank, there's just one bolt on the other side, I think, and I think it's ready to come out now. So I'm going to give it a lift. There's going to be some connectors on it that I still haven't undone, but that's fine. We can get round to those as long as I can see something. I don't know where they go in, so I'm just going to have to be a little bit careful. And it looks like it's around the other side, so I'm just going to have a look at the connectors and see. Right, so I've got quite a few in here. One in, one out. Okay, right. We're going to have to go like that. One now. Oh, God, Jesus. It's not bad, one-handed. So that's it, apart from the electrical connector. That should be it. And it is. So that's beautiful. Right, so just before I stop this, I'm going to take you in with me and have a first look. So excuse the sawdust. The garage conversion is underway. Car bought to garage conversion, so it's a little bit messy at the moment.
Uh, the battery strap's not on. There you go, it's back on. It's easy. And wow, I think that's the ECU. That looks manky. 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 A little bit manky. Right, so looking at this, there's nothing we can't tidy up and make beautiful again, but it's yeah, it's okay. I mean, you know, the bike is like this now, and it wasn't that much work to get it into this state. So um airbox, battery. Oh, and I must say, if you're ever going to do this yourself, make sure you disconnect the battery before you take the fuel tank off, which I didn't, but make sure you do. Okay, let's get the battery out. Looking at this now, it's obvious that it's a lot further along, and it's starting to look like it's a lot more of a doable job than in the beginning. So I would say just don't be scared of it. Just get on with it. It's not, as long as you document where you're taking stuff off from, it's going to go back. Little strap, and then out it comes. Battery tray also is looking a little bit sorry for itself, so we'll give that a clean up and a bit of a refurbish as well before we go back into there. Normally these come off both ends. Yeah, got it. Be interesting to see the actual state of the air filter. I need a screwdriver. Yeah, that's a little bit disconcerting that there's 2 screws on it and they don't look like they've been done up. Unless I had done them last time. I don't think I would. I might have. Okay, there is our air filter. So definitely one where you should take your time and actually enjoy it. So I'm not supposing that will pull straight out. Let's have a look. Oh, that's interesting. So if that airbox doesn't detach from the top and it connects into the MAF on there, does that mean that it can only come out when the bike's lifted? And it looks like they slide back into the box when they're undone, which is great news. And we'll disconnect the wiring to the injector and the fuel pipe. Oh no, you can't take the fuel pipe out. No, we have to take the injector off. Okay, that's not too difficult. As long as it's not stuck. Electrical wire underneath. So 2 of those to do. Get these off, the exhaust off, the wheel off. And then normally. I've done this before. Nothing's normal to me. Hopefully at the point where we can start testing where we're going to lift it from. Now, I don't know if this is a good point to get my jack under it or not, because I know someone mentioned something about the side stand, the main stand. I can't remember what it was, but that's not a massive deal either. So no, that's great. Okay, right, we have a plan. It's not a good one, But it's a plan. It is a good plan. Do you know what? It's a great plan. It's not a great plan. Now we need to review also. So let's just spin you around and show you what I'm doing. Right. And then you realise your battery's flat. Nice. You will not fit the other side, but you might. Yes. And that's also the bolt that holds the exhaust on. I've just found out. So 2 more of these, which again are different sizes. That makes sense. And I think that just confirms this is the last one, and easily broken. So I'm going to take the rear box off, the only box. I'm going to take the box off, and then I'm going to leave this pipe on for the time being until I can have a look a little bit more around it and see where we are. Just because I don't want to disturb it if I don't have to. But there is a junction further down. It might be the one. Oh, hello. And I think the decision's been made for me. Well, that's not in very well. Right, so let's take the lumbar sensor out and then wiggle it off. Yeah, that's okay. That's mad. Okay, that was not connected. Just looked like it was. Very quick coffee and comfort break there. I am going to see if that exhaust comes off. So you keep an eye on this joint here and tell me if it moves. Okay, what's happening? Any good? Keep going. Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Thank you for your help. Right, and we've taken that off. I can just see that the bolt's misaligned and the back, the hold of the tail just dropped slightly. So that's not a bad thing. It's a very bad thing. Oh, you dick. Why haven't you done that yet? Oh, it's a leave that's plugged up so I could press the back brake and get the back wheel off. That's stupid. Oh, and you ain't going to go back in now. Oh, that was really dumb. Dumb, 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 dumb. Stupid boy. Right, so if anyone can tell me what the hell that is, that'd be appreciated. Because it definitely wasn't connected to anything. And it's broken to smithereens. And I didn't do that, so some kind of diagnostic, I don't know. If you do know, let me know. So I need a couple of things, not necessarily in this order. Back, brake, back, back. Right, so I've kind of got a plan. I've got an impact driver, so it should get that wheel off. I've got an impact driver and it's gonna get this wheel off. It is the next bit. So let's see if the plan works. Wow, that was easy. Don't know what he's worried about. I was so convinced. Start that again. I was so convinced that wasn't going to work that I didn't actually take the brake caliper off, which would have been a good start. And by the power invested in me. Oh, lovely. Beautiful tread on this tyre as well. Right, so let's put you over here. Nice, out of the way. Right, so we've still got. I've still got to. What have I still got to do? I've still got loads to do. It's a skeleton of a bike, and I've got loads to do still. The drive to the rear wheel, I've got to disconnect. Still don't know about the shock absorber. I would have thought so, because when I take it apart a little bit more, I'll probably see that the mainframe is connected to the shock absorber rather than. Well, it's got to be. Otherwise, it'll be useless. Start motor, airbox, and then we're good to go. And we have a plan, and it's a plan, but it's a plan. Right, quick mic change there, and I wasn't looking at other people's videos to see how to do this, honest, but what did make sense was the injectors did get taken apart because the fuel rail runs across the airbox, and yeah, that's that. However, they did take the rear swing arm out, and I'm not going to do that at the moment. I've got a decent jack, and I can just position it underneath if it's heavy and wiggle it off that way. If while it's off I decide to take it off the back of the engine, then yeah, no problem. But at the minute I can't see a real reason why I would do it, so I'm going to take the airflow sensors off and try and get that shock absorber off the bottom. Right, so take two on this. It's I think it's an 8mm Allen bolt, this rear shock. I'm hoping that it'll come off now. If it doesn't, then we've got problems. The impact ratchet should have done that. I mean, that wasn't that much force. Right, we're close. You need to come off, my dear. So just coming into it there, that's the slave cylinder there. And you can see the, well, you can see that bolt. And there's the other one. And there's, trust me, there's one around the other side. And the sensor that I need to do is in there, going up there to there. And there's a connector. So I think that I can leave that in situ and just undo the sensor. And then we're good to take out the take the gearbox out. So let's get on with that. Well, I can only describe that bit as having a bit of a mare, because I've got to a really good point of the bike. The battery went flat on the phone, and I've got no idea where I've left you until I review this video. So this is where we are at. The slave cylinder and the gear change sensor has to come off, and that is it. Then I can unbolt the gearbox and hopefully just pull it off. The swing arm is still attached. Yes, it does make it a lot heavier, but, and this is a, a big but, it should still be doable. I'm going to change the jack I've got out here to my trolley jack. I'll jack it up, then I'll take out the rest of the bolts holding the engine to the gearbox, and very smoothly, in a very controlled environment, I'm going to get that gearbox off. Yeah, that's the plan. But so close on this now to getting the clutch out. I'm literally 10 minutes away, and already I'm conscious of the battery. I've just recharged my phone and got to that point. But I'm used to talking to myself, especially when no one watches the videos. Anyway, I'm gonna get that slave cylinder off. It's 3 bolts. The only thing is the swing arm is in the way of that. There's 2 ways of taking it off. Either I can take the hydraulic lines off the top and leave it like that and then re-bleed the brake, or I can try and take the slave cylinder out as one unit, which is what I'm going to try and do first of all. But the bolts kind of depends. So let's do that. So that's where we're going to leave it for now. We're very, very close to getting this apart and having a look at the clutch.
So hopefully in the next video, we'll get it all done, buttoned back up and running. So if you have enjoyed the video, please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see everyone on the next video. Take care, ride safe.